Welcome back to Two Guys,
One Ballot, One Dog,
where two Colorado guys go through your Colorado ballot. So get your Colorado ballot out. We're going to get you out of here in how long, Sasha?
5 minutes.
5 minutes or less. We're going to go through every issue on your Colorado ballot right now.
Amendment 78.
Amendment 78. Ding, ding, ding.
What does it say?
Amendment 78 says custodial money. Who gets to spend that? The governor's office or the legislature?
Yeah, so if you vote yes, that means the legislature gets to decide where custodial money goes. If you vote no, the governor gets to decide. Really, the agency heads, which is the way it works. Now, what in the heck is custodial money?
Well, custodial money technically is revenue that the state has that's not your ordinary tax revenue from state taxes. So that could be like money from the feds, that could be like litigation settlements that the city wins, that could be like the city's rich uncle dies and leaves it some money. But Sasha, what is this really about?
Yeah, so a bunch of Biden bucks came out, COVID relief, and that money gets to be decided by the agency heads. So, for example, they had a bunch of transportation funds, so the Department of Transportation decides where to spend those. There's a group, largely a conservative group, well, only conservative groups funded this, that says, no, the legislature should decide. They have the purse, right?
But the problem is they're out of session from May to December. So there's this huge gap when they're not working. They're part-time legislators, and they'd have to come back for a special session. This adds a ton of bureaucracy to spending custodial money. So speed round. I'm going to vote no on Amendment 78. Sasha, how are you voting?
I'm going to vote no. I get absolutely no confidence that the legislature can figure out how to spend money better.
I'm going to remind you that it's a speed round, sir. We're moving right along to 119. 119 says, how would you like to increase marijuana taxes, sales taxes on marijuana by 5% over a few years, stepping up 3%, 4%, and we're going to use that money to spend school programs out of school. We're going to fund out of school programs for school students.
Yeah, so that's like tutoring. That's basketball.
Special needs funding. Vocational training. That's second language training. That's kids who need more stuff and who want after-school programs are going to get funded by a 5% tax on marijuana.
Enrichment opportunities.
Now, here's an interesting thing, Sasha. Don't you think we're just putting a lot of pressure on marijuana taxes? We just keep raising them to fund our things? What, do you think that's a problem?
Marijuana taxes have been going up. Seems like every year we tax marijuana more. But the truth is, marijuana is getting cheaper every year.
That is, marijuana is cheaper now than it ever was before. And the truth, and another interesting thing here is, and I'd like you to answer this one, Mr. Sasha, how this is going to create a bunch of government bureaucracy. They're going to be like tutors and tutoring things.
Yeah, this thing creates a licensing board for tutors. So if you want to receive money from this program, you have to get a license to be a tutor, so that your uncle can't just.
But anyway, so my point is, there's all this bureaucracy that's going to go around. This potential for fraud, potential for waste.
Yeah.
Are you a yes or are you a no?
I'm a yes. I don't really care about the marijuanas.
Kids need the programs. After school programs, good. Kids need support. Special needs kids, second language learners. So answer is we're both a yes on 119. Moving right along.
120.
20.
All right, so 120 is part of this whole entangled Gallagher amendment thing from previous years. You want to talk about it?
No, because it's a speed round. So here's what you need to understand about 120. If you vote yes on 120, you're going to cause taxes on apartment buildings and the assessment rate to decrease from 7.15% to 6.5%. A slight decrease on assessment on property taxes for apartment buildings, and lodging, so like hotels and stuff, is going to go down from 29 to 26.4%. The legislature already weighed in on what they thought these amounts should be. They said it should be 7.15 and 29%. This is you saying, no, we're going to reduce those taxes because we, the voters, see it differently. What do you think, Sasha?
I think if you don't like the way the legislature decides how money gets spent, just vote for a different legislator. I don't want to box them in anymore.
Yeah, and we also just repealed the Gallagher Amendment, which did this whole crazy thing about basically tied the legislature's hands about the way that they could do state taxes. So the truth is, we just freed them up. Let's let them work a little bit. If we don't like them, what are we going to do?
We're going to vote them out.
Vote them out!
But also, remember, there's still Tabor. So any tax increase, you still have to vote to approve. And Colorado voters haven't approved any of them at the state level in forever.
So the truth is, we think this is probably not a big deal. We are all for voting no on this and leaving power in the hands of the legislature. That is it, guys. You're through your Colorado ballot. You did 3 issues. We're going to do a separate video on the Denver ballot. Again, we are 2 guys, 1 ballot. Check us out on YouTube and on Facebook. And we'll see you later.
Comment, like, thumbs up.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, bye.